Red's Iowa Train Videos here in Cedar Falls, Iowa. It's June 12th, 2023. I've got something I've never seen. This is the Osage Sub on the north edge of Cedar Falls. And what we're looking at is a sidetrack to a local recycler. We got this tamper and regulator. It's pretty odd to see right here. Not sure if they're doing any work. I just saw them going up the Osage Sub here just a second ago. I wanted to catch them. I figured they were going to go up the sub a ways, but they're not that far from my house here in Cedar Falls. There's your Osage Sub right there. That's heading south. Yeah, it looks like they're just tying it down there. Yeah, first time I've ever seen them use this siding here. That's some mow equipment off the Osage Sub, Cedar Falls, Iowa. Red's Iowa Train Videos. Red's Iowa Train Videos here, June 13th, 2023 in Cedar Falls, Iowa. Got westbound CN, the L571. Crossing the old wooden bridge here. Well, westbound CN, Cedar Falls, Iowa. Red's Iowa Train Videos. Well, Red's Iowa Train Videos here. I'm in Waterloo, Iowa, June 16th, 2023. Got the Iowa Northern making a move. I believe this is going to be a push-pull move. They got power on both ends of this train, and then they're going to end up heading back up towards Fairbank and possibly Old Line, Iowa after this. So right now they're coming off of the CN line that runs around the CN yard there in Waterloo, and they're heading down their own Iowa Northern line. It looks like they got empty ethanol cars. Western area here, the old CGW. Here's your CGW trackage is over here. Old Chicago Great Western yard. Chicago Northwestern took them over, and then ultimately the Union Pacific still has their hands in that yard over there. And I think the Iowa Northern would like to have total control of it if the UP will let them. Should be some power coming up here pretty soon, the other end of this train. Well, here's a better idea of what's going on. So right now that Iowa Northern's coming around. They're heading east per se. That's B yard that they're coming out of right there. Pretty long ethanol train it looks like. So that's how the Iowa Northern gets around from their rail yard to the south. They have a rail yard, Bryant rail yard, on the south side of Waterloo. And to get up to northern Iowa, they have to go around that way and get track rights from the CN. And then over here you got your CN yard. I've done videos on this yard before. I think the L571 already took off for today. Chicago Great Western building right there. That's actually where I'm located, that small building there on the right. And now we got the other end, and the other end of the Iowa Northern coming, so their push-pull thing they're doing here. Side shot here. Yeah, back to the drone. So he's just got to clear, and he's got to go down far enough to clear the switch there. If my guess is right. And he'll go ahead and he's going to start heading the other direction. He's going to go up this old Chicago Great Western line, heading up towards Fairbank and Oline, Iowa. Fairbank, Iowa has a good-sized ethanol plant. On the way to Fairbank, there's a town called Dunkerton, Iowa, and there is a grain elevator there they also service. I didn't see any grain cars, so most likely they'll just be doing work there at the Fairbank ethanol plant. I caught this move once before earlier this year, but I didn't have my drone with me, so it's hard to really get the whole gist of what's going on. But this is Martin Luther King Drive right here. We got downtown Waterloo over there. Alright, I gotta start moving the other direction, so there's a crew on each end of the train. With the drone, so this is new to me. You got your John Deere tractors in there. John Deere's northeast site's not too far from here where they load the tractors up. Tough to get in here, a lot of trees. So having a drone's pretty much essential right here. No real way to get to it otherwise. Chicago Great Western Rail Yard, and I believe the Union Pacific claims this yard right now still. First town they'll come to is Dewar. Dewar's a really small town. And I believe there is a small grain elevator there they service also. Probably catch a CNW car in there in the mix. There's some cars with some covered hoppers with some damaged lids, or they're just not shut, I guess. Stuck open. See some jointed rail right here at this point. Train. Well, Iowa Northern down the old Chicago Great Western. Waterloo, Iowa, and Red's Iowa Train Videos. Yeah, Red's Iowa Train Videos in Cedar Falls, Iowa. It's June 16th, 2023. Southbound CN on the Osage Sub. First time I've done a video at this point. We got the drone on her here at the Lone Tree Road crossing. Yeah, we're long hood forward. Oh, look at that. She's a real shorty. It's just a power move. Well, we'll follow it as far as we can. Yeah, we're gonna lose them in the trees here. We'll get them a little bit right here. Well, power move on the Osage Sub, Cedar Falls, Iowa. Red's Iowa Train Videos.